Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What shall I do? Mother, may I? Mother, may I? Mother, may I? How does that sound to you all? Asking your mother whether you may do anything, whether you are a child or a grown-up. Some of you are still tied to your mother in an unhealthy way. You never separated your identity from your mother's because she diminished your value in such a way where you were told who to be, how to behave, who to have as friends, and what was worthy of you to engage in. You were never permitted to express yourself as you chose. You were never permitted to be who you chose. You were never permitted to see life as you chose. You were never permitted to be you. And now that you all are grown-ups, you still seek the validation from the mother outside of you, which means that your partners in life, that your friends in life, that all of those people around you with whom you have surrounded yourself are your feedback loop, because you have no true sense of self-identity. Your identity lies outside of yourself. So you go through life effectively saying, Mother, may I? Mother, may I? Mother, may I? Because you do not trust your own inner guidance system. You don't dream like a traditional person. You don't believe like a traditional person. You don't trust like a traditional person. You don't achieve like a traditional person. And instead of finding things out on your own through trial and error, you simply control everyone outside of you in order to control and manipulate the likelihood of failure. Failure is not an option when you have a mother who controlled all of you when you were a child. So now here you all are, being pulled through the eye of the needle, and you're being told to let go of everything that no longer serves you. And this means that the Mother May I must go as well. And this means that you will have experiences and opportunities and choices to grow into your own self-being, but many of you will not know how to do this because you have been locked in a laboratory for so long as a science experiment where you are literally told who to be every minute of the day. And what do you do when you are actually let out of that cage? Why, you run back in and you begin pushing those levers and those buttons and those bells and those items in order to get your pat on the back, to get your food reward, to get your positive affirmation, because that is how you have lived your life. You need to find it from those around you. And the only way you can do that is by being perfect and controlling everything that could go wrong and making it go right. It's that simple. And when you don't even understand that this is your coping mechanism, and you simply feel like you're such a perfect being in many ways because you have achieved certain accolades, when you really step back and look at it, it's because you have manipulated and controlled and tormented and harmed everyone around you. It is time for this paradigm to die, to end, to go away. This is still part of the patriarchy, because when you seek for validation outside of you, it is because you are not loving self more than you love others and their validation of you. The goal is for you to love self, and then once you love self, to offer that love to those outside of you, but not until, because otherwise you continue to give your power and your authority away. This is a time of individuation, which is where you finally separate from your caregivers and create your own identity. It should occur between the 1 and 2 year time frame, ideally, and many of you were never permitted to do this because you were in such a controlling and manipulative and traumatizing household. And you just figured out how to survive, and that was to give your power away and then to shut down and to become a controlling individual who must continue this cycle of abuse because it is what worked for you, and therefore you must now impose it upon those in your home because it works. It works, and it didn't destroy me. It didn't damage me. And therefore you need to toughen up too to figure out that the world is a cruel and harsh taskmaster. And then the world will be safe again when I teach everyone to be just like me. That is your mindset. And so tonight we say it is an end of that era. The mother may I must and will die, and it will become myself may I, me may I may I, the me, myself, and I. You will find how with time it will become easier to make your own decisions, but we will need to squeeze you out of your comfort zone, much as there is toothpaste within a toothpaste tube. It will be uncomfortable, like the birthing process. It may squeeze you through a small opening, like the birthing process, and you may harden a little bit as you are out in the air, because what was soft and squishy but protected within that toothpaste tube now must be used and utilized. And if you don't, you will harden and just get a hard, crusty outer shell. You must use who you are. You must be who you are. And you must express it continually in order for it to be soft and pliable at any given time. You will see what we mean, even though right now it makes no sense to you, and that is okay. We just wish for you to know that all is well, all is well, all is well. And so it is. Namaste.